Hello again, participants, and welcome to Module 1 of Developing Effective Instructional Materials for Technology-Enabled Learning Environments. Successful course design is dependent on several key features such as pedagogy, engagement, content, evaluation, and feedback. Instructional materials is fairly high up on the list of critical components for successful course design. Student learning occurs best within an environment where diversity of senses is involved, and not where one bears the dependence of text or verbal content. Institutions around the world have recognized the need to provide high-quality instructional materials, HQIM, that are authentic in nature in order to maximize learning, effectively engender student engagement, while imparting knowledge and skills and core competencies. Now let's move on to the first topic. What are high-quality instructional materials? HQIM are often considered to be learning or teaching content, human or non-human, that are used to assist, inspire, enhance, and encourage teaching and learning. These materials, regardless of the format, include printed or online audiovisual materials, electronic or digital formats that have been selected either by the institution or the lecturer for their quality to be used in the education process. HQIM comprises a wide range of resources, lectures, reading, textbooks, multimedia components, and other resources that can be deployed to enable effective instruction. They are designed in such a way to systematically direct the process of learning and communication to engender more meaningful and effective instruction as the lecturer seeks to pass information to the learner. High-quality materials are not designed simply to convey content to learners, but are also selected because they are capable of supporting instructors in the delivery of high-quality learning experiences. The multidimensional nature of online teaching requires quality instructional resources that are expertly curated in order for the learner to efficiently achieve the learning objectives. Digital instructional materials have the capacity to provide learners with a generous learning experience and environment. However, if not used correctly, can negatively impact learner success in their online course you are facilitating. In order to mitigate against this, you should consider ensuring that 1. The materials presented are useful and relevant to the course. The content is chunked, that is, broken down and organized into manageable sections. 3. The materials are appropriately named and presented in a consistent manner. 4. Links to the course resources are available and working. And 5th, all copyright regulations are observed. Now we move on to topic number 2. The role of high-quality instruction materials. The role that high-quality instruction materials plays in student learning can be described as a bridge that connects learning objectives to learner achievement. The best stated course objectives must be supported by the materials that will advance student learning. High-quality instructional materials can significantly benefit the learner insofar as they can deliver an authenticity of knowledge, which in turn encourages a self-direction. The process of student learning and student success principally involves interactions with their instructors, peers, instructional materials, and assessments. Teachers are credited with bringing the magic sauce, as it were, into the student learning process. There is, however, strong evidence to suggest that the selection of instructional materials by instructors is inextricably linked to student learning more than the effectiveness of the instructor. Instructional material plays a critical role in facilitating academic autonomy to both instructors and learners that enables the creation of a diverse, inclusive learning environment, whether online, hybrid, or traditional. It can also lead to learner enablement and student-centered learning, which helps the instructor reap excellent results at the course's completion. HQIM will provide well-planned and carefully curated instruction materials to learners to enable the achievement of maximum effectiveness. Instructional materials may need to undergo careful selection, organization, and modification. It will therefore offer learners with the essential information which they must receive in order to motivate and develop learning. It can also increase the rate of learner engagement and thereby giving the instructor an incentive to take the course further. Instructional media can be more effectively engage students and enable them to produce more meaningfully and deep learning experience. It provides new ways for students to communicate with their teachers and each other. Additionally, it has provided teachers with the tools to enable more effective student collaboration on projects and participation in class activities in search of new knowledge. The teacher can opt to simply use digital media to replace the traditional instructional materials that in no way will affect instructional practice or materials. The role of instructional media in this process will be to provide some form of technology to replace the paper and pen, or blackboard and chalk, or print textbook. The introduction of instructional media to amplify instructional materials fundamentally keeps the same task, but uses technology to improve the efficiency of the educational quality of student engagement and learning. Instructional media has enabled transformation of learning to where the lessons are recreated into something that would have not been possible prior to technology. Student creativity can be unleashed in this environment to demonstrate their understanding to the lesson concepts with the use of various techniques or technologies. Transformation of instructional materials opens the door for students to simultaneously learn to use technology for more than just social media or playing video games. Now let's look at the characteristics of HQIM. Institutions of higher education have significantly increased their need for digital resources. This is being driven largely by the COVID-19 inspired transition and expansion into online education. In an era of rampant social media, fake news, it's clearly understood that content curated from the internet cannot entirely be accepted as reliable. The sheer volume of materials emanating from even reliable sources has resulted in course instructors sorting through hundreds of selections to find high-quality instructional materials. Some of the characteristics of HQIM are: 1. Peer-reviewed, catering to a variety of learning styles, aligned to course objectives, and fosters engagement. Topic 4. Evaluating instructional material quality. The publishers of textbooks will promote their offerings as the highest quality in the subject area. In many respects, this is probably an accurate assessment of the product. Large publishers of educational materials have markets to grow, reputations to protect, and shareholders to satisfy. These facts will more than likely guarantee a high level of quality checks have been applied to materials. Textbooks that are produced by established publishers are expected to be of high quality and thus can be incorporated as materials with confidence. Some of the materials used in online higher education in particular do not involve the use of textbooks. The need to use digital content has almost effectively eliminated the use of the textbook. This approach supports the global drive to reduce the cost of education. Some institutions have gone the way of developing their own course materials to support the online learning programs. The in-house production of such materials will require a process of both internal and external reviews in order to ensure a high level of quality. HQIM have been identified as those that have been diligently aligned to the course objectives, easy to access and use. The quality of the materials provided in any course has a direct impact on the student and the way instructors are able to utilize resources. Instructional materials are such an indispensable component of the learning process that inadequate quality has proven to be negatively impact learning outcomes. Student achievement can be boosted by a shift from low quality to high-quality learning materials. An excellent and often used source of learning materials, especially in higher education, are research articles. The quality of these resources can be signaled by taking the following into consideration. 1. Peer review. Published in a journal. Do they have prior works? The numbers of times the resources has been cited in other works. The quantity and the quality of the reference list. And does it add value to the learner's ability to achieve the course objectives? Fifthly, quality frameworks for online teaching and learning. The purpose of quality frameworks in online teaching and learning is to engage in a culture of continuous improvement. Of course, quality that will ensure that institutions are able to consistently deliver a quality educational experience. In terms of the design standards, the HQIM model places emphasis on 1. Course overview and information, course technology, assessment aligned with objectives, student interaction, learner activities and learner interaction, course navigation, course accessibility, and netiquette. There's also a focus on professional development. Many offer a number of workshops and training courses designed to develop skills and competencies of course design, in-course design and review. Quality Matters develop a reputation for providing institutions with a peer-reviewed, faculty-centered process that offers certification of the quality of online blended courses. Thank you for viewing.